Alright, what's going on, y'all? It's Cooper here, one half of FCSN, and it's that time of the week to break down the Heisman Watch, where I give you guys my top 4 along with my other 4 on the bubble. Go ahead and leave your top 4 in that comment section below, and with that said, let's go ahead and jump straight into it. At number 4 overall spot, I have got Trevon Boykin, quarterback of TCU, much improved from last year. He had a great game against Texas last night. And he's had a great overall resume. He's been great all season. Even played well in that one Baylor loss. They were up 21 points in the fourth quarter and blew that game. But yeah, if he continues to play the way he's playing, I think they have one game left versus Iowa State because they don't have a conference championship in the Big 12. So if he plays well in that game, I think there's no way you deny him a spot to New York. Maybe not a winner, but definitely one of those top 4 guys. Moving to number 3, got Dak Prescott. He's only got one more game left. I liked how he responded to that Alabama loss last week. I know it was Vanderbilt, but they still responded to the loss very well. I mean, blew Vanderbilt out and got the job done. They got the Egg Bowl coming up this weekend. His last chance, unless Alabama loses to Auburn, to make a statement. So he's got to play well versus Ole Miss to improve his Heisman stock and get a chance at winning it. But right now, he's on the outside looking in. Move number 2, got Melvin Gordon. This man had a record-breaking day, only to have it broken the next week from the running back, Samaje Perine from Oklahoma, the true freshman. I know he only played 3 quarters. And Perine played 4 quarters, but still, that sucks to have your record broken the next week. But he's still a beast. Melvin Gordon's been doing it week in and week out, not breaking records, but having just big-time days, multiple touchdowns, almost around 200 yards every week. He's got a big one coming up this week. He needs to win it if he wants any shot at winning the Heisman. He's got Minnesota, and he wants a shot at Ohio State for that Big Ten championship. He's got to get it done this weekend. Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. And let's see if he can do it this weekend. Moving on to number 1 spot, we got Marcus Mariota. Oregon is playing better than almost any team in the country right now. They are on fire, and the main reason behind it is the man under center, Marcus Mariota. He's played excellent, not turning the ball over, making big-time plays, just being efficient. And if Oregon doesn't lose until the playoff, I don't think you can take this Heisman from him unless somebody else just goes out and does something crazy, like Melvin Gordon runs for like 600 yards, something like that. I think it's Marcus Mariota to win right now. And with that said, let's go ahead and jump to my 4 people on the bubble, the outside looking in. Alright, so here is a look at the 4 people that I have on the bubble. At the 8th overall spot, I got Jameis Winston. He's on here just because he won the Heisman last year. He's a quarterback of the undefeated team this year. He hasn't lost. He's been pretty good, especially in the second half. He's been very impressive, but overall, turned the ball over way too much, and just his numbers aren't there to consider him as a legitimate Heisman contender. But you can't rule him out because he won the Heisman last year, and he's having a pretty solid this year, and he hadn't lost the football game as a starting quarterback. Moving on to the next one, we got Barrett, Hundley at number 7. This guy I was never too high on, you know. I never thought he was bad, but I never believed the hype. I'm starting to believe it now. He went out versus USC. I watched that whole game, and he played very impressive. I like the way Brett Hundley played. And UCLA, if they get to that Pac-12 championship game and maybe upset Oregon, you never know. They might be in that playoff, and he might be the main reason behind it. And I think you had to consider him for the Heisman talk. I think he's starting to slip his way in here very late in the process. Moving up to JT Barrett. This guy's been on fire. Ohio State's playing their best football at the right time. And if they didn't have that one loss, maybe JT Barrett is even near the top of this thing. But he's continued to move his way up week in, week out. And he's had a chance to continue to do that versus Michigan and ultimately the Big Ten championship game. So we'll see how he does in those games. Right now, JT Barrett sitting at number 6 overall with a chance to move up depending on what happens in front of him. Amari Cooper, number 5. This dude is just Alabama's passing game. That's all I got to say. They throw the ball to him a lot. I think he counts for over 50% of Alabama's total passing yards. And he's just a beast. I mean, he makes plays when they need him to. And main contributor to Alabama's success. And you know, it's hardly you see a wide receiver do this. Like a wide receiver carries the offense by himself. He's not carrying it by himself, but he's the main reason for Alabama's offensive success. Lane Kiffin has done a great job of getting him involved overall. I just like the way he's been playing. So that's my top 8 overall in the Heisman Watch. Like I said, leave your top 4 in the comment section below. Subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Follow me on Twitter at CooperFCSN. That's all I got to say. This is Cooper, signing out.